Well, yeah, it's good Sunday morning, everybody. Isn't it, Mika? Is it a good Sunday morning? Isn't it? Go outside. Go outside. Go outside. It's like fucking cold out there. Yeah, it's fucking cold out there because, well, it's, I don't know. Upper 20s this morning. Right around 28, 30, somewhere in there. I didn't even look this morning. Fuck it. You gotta wait for glow plugs this morning. Checked the oil when it was sitting there yesterday, for fuck's sake. We're gonna dump a couple of bales to the cows, and we're gonna get this hooked up and dump it. And I'm gonna chop a couple loads, but then we gotta head off to the excavator out there. That excavator's gotta get moved on to high ground because we don't want the fucking rig mats freezing down. So we're gonna have to spend most of our day out there running that sumbitch and getting the rest of the way to the fucking island. We also need to freshen the antifreeze on that fucker, so that way that damn thing doesn't freeze on us, because that would not be good. So we gotta get some full strength antifreeze. I think I got some laying around here, some unmixed. The stuff that I have in bulk is mixed, so we can't do much with that, but that's all right. Last night in here, we're doing some reorganizing because of the bulk barrels of stuff that Randy Olson hooked me up with. Appreciate you, bud. We need to make a spot along here for those, and we got our tires put up on top. So we have a tire for the cattle trailer, a spare tire for the implement trailer, a spare set for the white whale, a spare set for Katie's truck, and a spare set for Old Blue. So we're good to go there. I also have this set that could go on Katie's truck or my truck. They'd actually fit on both, but that set's gonna have to go in cold storage. We gotta get down and clean the fucking pole barn out yet too. So we are gonna be back in here tonight trying to get the rest of this shit organized. We put the Argo in because we need to do some work on that, and that's gonna get tucked back here in the back before we bring Old Blue in to start doing the brake work and all that stuff on it. So we gotta get all this cleaned up, and we're gonna stick her sideways in here like that. That'll fucking work. So yeah, it'll be perfect. It'll be great and all that shit. So, but for today, we got to get shit done outside. Winter's coming. I do have tomorrow and Tuesday off, so we have a plethora of projects we need to get done. We need to get our I-seed put in the ground. We need to get skirting around the house. We need to get a little head on firewood, because right now we're just living out of the back of the fucking side by side on firewood. We do every year, but we make it. Well, phlegmy this morning. Loaded this yesterday. 166. It's shut down, so we won't worry about that too much. If you can see in there, oh yeah, that'll last the rest of the day. Easy peasy. Probably 2-day burn on that. I think tonight we're supposed to be down in the teens. Either tonight or tomorrow night we're supposed to be down in the teens for lows. So we got cows out here bellering at me. Because we gotta take the tractor up to Toby's to run cultimulture and that stuff. We're gonna take and drop 2 bales today for them. And that way they're out of the way. I'm gonna take that and go chop for a while, we can run oh boy. We're getting a few layers on that one, huh? So we're get that offloaded. We're gonna go chop some of that, and we can run that excavator in the dark if we need to. Not easy, not the best fucking solution, but we either gotta chop in the dark or we gotta run excavator in the dark, and I really want to get my chopping done, so that's out of the way, and the tractor can go up north. That way that can be ran in the dark as well. There's not a lot of daylight right now, and this is the time of the year where it really fries my ass to be working full-time. At a normal structured job where I don't have the flexibility to do that, do something else. I need that. I need the more that this farm advances and gets bigger, even though we've kind of cut back a little bit, we're advancing and diversifying. It's harder and harder to do this, to do both. So most people would just have their fucking 6 cows and make their hay and do the normal fucking thing, but I'm always willing to put in more hours and work a little bit harder. I just gotta do it in a different way. Let's go feed some hay. I'll go heat on in here now. I got a little frost on the windshield. I guess we're gonna have to wait, eh? Alright, well, we'll go in the shop for a little bit. We'll let that thaw, and then I'm gonna bring it back here in a minute and figure out what the fuck we're doing. Alright, cow's got a couple of bales. I'm gonna take it's gonna be a headlight out of an old fucking F-150, huh? Must be. Maybe that's what she was on before. Who knows? We're gonna unload this son bitch. Better get this old girl warming up, eh? Here we go. Okay. I looked online last night. I could buy a set of blocks for this thing for like 16 bucks. No big deal. Here's the best way you'll ever tie a ratchet strap in your life. You know what? I'll show you how to do it in a fucking video short. How's that? start zapping the battery on the old GoPro pretty fast, so you're gonna have to be stuck in the cab with me for a little bit here. Otherwise, we ain't gonna have no battery life left. Oh yeah, sure. Right now, or like, I'm not too worried about blocking it or anything like that. You can get underneath it, so we're gonna set it right here, because hopefully in the next, well, within the next week or so, we have that fucker on the truck. But we'll see how things go, right? We're gonna drop these pallet forks, and we'll get to doing some other shit. All right, well, we're back to chopping. That old fucking bias ply back there, she fucking finally let the wind out. She ain't got no more. I don't know if she's even gonna stay on the wheel. Back on the highway, I heard it started going. I just fucking, we're close enough. I'm not parking this bastard on the highway because you can't get off the road anyway, so we're just fucking dragging it. Polish the wheel a little bit, fuck it, it'll be fine. That's a 16.5 anyway, it doesn't matter. We might make her home with it. Look how crooked that box sits on that fucking chassis. I don't know if you can notice that or not, but whatever. I don't care. She works. See if we can lose the fucker around the corner or not. There's nobody coming. Oh yeah. Just fucking loyal. Still there. We're gonna go empty the barge box and then we'll figure out what the fuck we're gonna do for a tire. Get the other shitty one off the Vermeer. I don't know. I'll bring it back. Maybe we'll stick around and see how long it takes for that bastard to come off. At least it didn't let the wind out all the way up on the other end of the fucking in town, and then I had to drag it all the way fucking home, but to drag it home then. She's giving her. Hopefully you're able to see that through my dirty fucking window and shit. Fucks given, just fucking loyal, staying right on there. I think that's 16.5. I don't know. If it's not, we'll throw one of them fucking Continentals on there that I got. Where'd that little bastard get out from? What a fucking calf out. Cocksucker. Asshole. Alright, well. We We made it anyway. Fuck it. We can drag it around on a wheel from here. Oh, fuck. So we take a little bit of a break there, run a couple errands, and then I took the tire off the 851. So I had to take the hub off anyway. Fucking tire and wheel laying there. Obviously it bolts up, so I fucking threw that son of a bitch on the back. So we're hot rodding her now. I may put that other tire on the back of this fucking thing, because the flotation would be nice in some of these wetter areas. This field up here is getting pretty fucking wet now. I'm leaving ruts on every fucking pass, so I'll have to get in there and disc that bastard back out, and hopefully get some rye in that field too. But my goal is to get rye in on Toby's. I'd like to get this chopped today. What time is it now? 3:45. I'd like to get the rest of this chopped today. I don't know how that's going to go. That linear actuator hooked up on here now, that works a lot better for getting the load full. I can get at least one more pass in on cutting stuff, so on chopping, so that works out pretty nice. That's a big bonus right there in itself. So we got I don't know, 10 loads, so it's probably unrealistic to get the fucker done tonight, but you know, if something went well, we might be able to make it happen. Who knows? I gotta push. I got like 2 more I can haul in, and then I gotta push and pack, so see what happens. So far, traffic's actually better this weekend than last weekend. This is Halloween weekend, so I suppose everybody was up last weekend to set up their fucking deer stands and shit. Now this weekend they gotta take their kids to fucking trick or treat and shit. So Halloween parties and all that other goddamn garbage that they want to go to. I'm staying the fuck home, I can tell you that. Well, I ain't staying the fuck home. I'll be driving back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Shit. Well, fuck. Oh, if I must have plugged the fucking auger, or we break the chain. Oh, I don't know. Thought I plugged the blower, but apparently not. There's that. Over here. You sit there. Don't mind the fucking wind. It's terrible today. Not plugged up yet. Some junks in here. While we're in here. So far our bearing is holding together, so that's good. There's our problem. Then I'll just keep whipping around in the blower. Can't throw it out. It's too heavy and you can't get the RPMs up fast high enough. I get stuck in that fucking mud hole right here. I'm gonna have to cut around it and disc it in. Yeah. You can see these. You get this in the knives. Guessing that's pretty common, but as it is, I guess. Try that. Oh yeah. Okay. Throw her PTO on here and see if she likes it this time. Hey, don't mind the fucking mess in here. It's been a long day already, right? Oh yeah, she cleared. You sit there for a minute. So we got a fuck of a wind today, and trying to use that linear actuator to move that shoot around, but right now the wind just wants to blow right up my ass. Obviously this stuff is a little light. We had rain today earlier, but it missed us. I was actually hoping this would get a shot of rain on it. But we're gonna come back and bail this shit anyway, so I guess it'll work. I don't like to take, we gotta redo the PTO shaft on this thing. Not because of the wobble, because of where the U-joints line up. Otherwise it puts too much of an angle on it to take a 90-degree right turn. So we gotta redo the way that works. And I assume it's been that way the whole fucking time, because otherwise I don't know how the fuck it would work. Granted, the hitch is a little bit, well, the hitch distance is the same because I have a receiver. I had to cut some off to move the ball hitch back, but the geometry just doesn't work, so you got to take a really big wide corners, otherwise you'll snap that U-joint right off. And you can feel it as soon as you start making a corner, she starts binding. So one more thing to go along with all the other modifications we're going to have to do to it anyway. So now this lighter grass will throw it right over the fucking back, but we stay in her, it runs it heavy enough that it doesn't whoa. Heard that one go through. Hear that rock go through? If we stay in second gear in the grass here, it stays heavy enough that it's not throwing it out the back, over the back in most of the spots. Now that I say that, it starts throwing it over the back, but whatever. There. Well, at least you can kind of see what we're doing. I'm hoping to disc this down and get some winter rye in here yet this year, and then chop the rye off in the spring, feed that out to the cattle to keep them off pasture. This is where I need a linear actuator around that chute on the baffle on the top. So that's what we're going to do. If you recall the video where we hooked that harness up, we got those other two leads. That's where we're going to hook those up to. A little actuator on the top up there. That way we can have a switch in here. I was going to set up a rope mechanism. Linear actuator would be a lot easier. lot more control friendly, especially in corners and stuff like that. You don't have to worry about where your bracket is or where your handle is and all that shit. On a cab tractor, it's kind of nice to be able to operate everything from inside, especially on daylight today. It's fucking cold out there. Some of this stuff, if it's going over the back, it's going over the back. Fuck it. We're gonna rake and bale anyway, so it'll give us a little substance to rake. Definitely gonna get chopped earlier next year, but breakdowns in that job thing, common denominator, seems like it's always a job thing. You only get so big and do so much before. Now we see how we turn that actuator, extends out there and turns that thing to the left. Now as we're blowing it, we're getting the heavier shit in the trailer anyway. Otherwise we'd be blowing it right off the fucking side right now. Like that. Oh come on, fucking wind can't take up its mind. Jesus. This lighter grass is, I'll tell ya. But once it's mixed in with that silage and it ferments down, I guarantee you they're going to eat it. Hopefully as it gets darker, the wind will calm down, but it's only on this end that it bothers me. Where a lot of these drier grasses are. The green grasses work good. And they fly right through. Oh wow. Stacker in the corner there. But you can see now with being able to run that actuator back and forth, and when you put an actuator on that out there, we'd be able to stack so much more in the trailer. We're gonna get a plastic liner for that too. If anybody knows a good source to get plastic liners, or is it just cheaper to buy it in the fucking 4x8 sheet? A bigger sheet would be awesome. You can feel all that shakes in the corner. Shakes first anyway. Somebody wasn't paying attention when they started this row, or when they continued down this fucking row for a ways, but because still trying to figure out if speed makes a difference here or not. I think because of the wind, if I push more into the chopper, the discharge on the spout is heavier, and get a better result. But gotta give her a shit too. So that's second gear, low range. You can see as this is, because this is drier, you got a little bit more ear loss, they fall off a lot easier. But I think next year we'll have a plan for that anyway. At least a concept to try. hard to keep up with that wind. Even if I was blowing it into a fucking quartz box or a chopper box right now, we'd have to have her sealed up pretty good. We might put a roof and stuff on this eventually. One that we can take on and off, but for right now it's doing its job. We would have got it chopped early enough when it was green like we needed it, and it would have been fine, but this actually, the moisture is probably going to be about right with all the green grasses that are in here yet, that we're picking up. There's some serious moisture in those grasses, so I'm interested to see what the difference is on the road on cleanup here from first gear to second gear, because to me it almost looks like it's better. And if all goes well, we're not going to chop this whole damn field, just because getting too late in the year to try to go through the corn picker and deal with breakdowns on that fucking thing too. So see where we're missing some here. We were in first gear too. Trouble's going to be making the modifications to this to make it a chopper and a flail mower at the same time. We still want to keep it, have the ability to cut grass, straight grass. So anything that is for corn also has to be for grass, because we want to be able to plant covers. And I'd rather go down that route than I have no commercial inputs on this part as far as commercial chemicals and burn downs and my operation. So with all this new legislation that they're talking about proposing and having, regulating all this fucking ability to use commercial fertilizer, I'm only ahead of the game by getting used to doing this stuff and making it work. So we're making leaps and bounds, that's for sure. Fucking stuck in this. See the rut that the chopper box and the chopper made on the last time. Hopefully we don't sink, because that's what's bottoming out the chopper right now. Cleaned itself out, but We gotta shut it down. We gotta move. I want to move till that flywheel stops. If you move while that stops, that's still enough to pick stuff up and throw it in to the auger and everything else and fucking plug it. So we don't get stuck in this shit, Rick. Just gonna have to try to chop accordingly now. Let's move our spout over. How's that? See if our blow that off to the side a little bit there. There we go. We're picking her up again. Well, that's a pretty good sized rock, but it got most of it underneath the skid. Not sure why I didn't see that one before, but dirt now. Gotta peel out here in this line. Get better, and because if I change my mind about picking, we'll do that part anyway. So the end of a row up here we gotta finish. So we're gonna do that, and then we'll double back again, pick up one more row into this trailer full, and we'll head home and unload it.